Right. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin ashrafil mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillah. So let me start the show. Now, last week, I'm going to put in a new hadith, inshallah, every week if I get a chance. And I'm going to start off with the 40 hadith of Nawawi. So this is the first one here. So it's there when I share the notes. So if you want to have a look at the hadith, it will change from week to week, inshallah. Yep. And this one is about niyah. I think we know about niyah, right? And how actions are judged by niyah. Alhamdulillah. So each man will have what he intended. So if he chose to migrate, hijrah, in this case to Medina, was because of Allah and His Messenger, then his migration is because of Allah and His Messenger. But if he chooses to migrate because of other things, like worldly things, like for a wife he might marry, then that's what his migration is for. So it's all down to niyah, but the action is the same. Yeah, the action is the same. So this is something we are all very well aware of, inshallah. So we finished our families 2 till 9, the Masdars from 2 to 9. And the last one that we were looking at was Masdar Humasi. Masdar Humasi, remember, I said that when we talked about families that are Humasi, we are basically looking at fi'il madi, the past tense form. Yeah. So the past tense form has 5 letters in it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we call it Humasi. Tafa'ala, because of the shadda, this is also 5. This is also 5. Yeah. So there is a pattern here that when the madi is this way, then the Masdar, is then the same thing, except with a dhamma with at the second last letter. Yeah. So if it is tafa'alala here, then the Masdar would be tafa'lula. Yeah, tafa'lulan. Yeah, tafa'lulan. Or tafa'illan. Yeah, and tafa'ilan.
Tafa'ulan, right? Tafa'ulan.
Tafa'ulan, yes. Alhamdulillah. So the examples like tadahraja, will become tadahruja. Yeah. Taqarrama will become taqarruman. Yeah. Taqatala will become taqatulan. So that's that one. But if let's say the lam letter, the last letter is mu'attal, we're talking about nakis here, then it's no longer dam. It becomes kasra because of the nakis effect, the end effect, the waw or ya at the end. So then we have things like tamanna, which is your fi'il madi. Then your masdar would be tamanni. Yeah, ta'ala, then it would be ta'ali. Tawassa, it would be tawasi. Okay. So easy enough to remember, I think, inshallah. And then we have these are the patterns that we saw. In fa'ala, you know this is family 7, right? Yeah, if ta'ala would be family 8, and if ala is your colors. Yes, your colors. So in this case, the masdar would have a kasrah on the third letter and an alif before the last letter. So we have inqalaba. So we have a kasrah on the third letter. So 1, 2, 3. So there's infi, and then alif at the after ain, infi ala. Yeah. Infi ala.
Ifti'ala.
Iqtaraba, iktiraba. Right? So if colors is wadda, then is we dada. Is wada, is we dada. So these are all on your notes, the previous notes. So today we'll continue with our last mazid fi family, which we know family 10. Yeah, actually there are other mazid fi family as well, but at this point in time we just look at the last one that we learned when we were with Bahina Access. So this is family 10. What are the additional letters? We know this very well.
Alif, sin.
Alif, sin, and ta. Yes. So this is what we call Masdar as-Sudasi. Yes, why? We have 6 letters. 6 letters, Sudasi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, so then the masdar becomes this pattern. If'ilalan. If'ilalan. Yes. So if it is taf'ala, what would the masdar be?
Istif'al.
Yes, istif'ala. So remember, we also have another way of writing masdars, the ones with alif lam, so that we can differentiate.
Zuraida, I think you have a mistake, spelling mistake here.
Okay, where is that?
Correct.
Correct.
Istighfaran.
Okay,
Like
all right.
istighfaran, right?
It should be, oh yes, there is alif lam. Yes, you're right. Oops, sorry. So I should add sin. Let me correct it. Sometimes the mind plays a trick on you. You in your head, you're already saying the right thing, but
then your finger typing something else. Yeah.
yes. Subhanallah. Well, this is what we call, oh well, I don't want to say age because age is a good thing. Is that right? Is stiff?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So istif ilalan. No, that's wrong as well.
Right? Istighfaran. So it should be
Fa'ain line.
Istif'alan, right?
Istif'alan. Okay, let me correct it again.
There's no double lam there.
Okay, hold on.
2 lams.
Yeah. Okay, wonder where I copied this one from.
Looks like 4 letters, root letters.
Istighfaran.
Yeah. So it is
Istif'alan. Okay. I think I have got it. Hopefully, inshallah. Here we go. Is it? Istif'alan. Yes, alhamdulillah. Yes. Right. So no wonder that Sister Nazma was going, Okay. Istif'ala, yastaf'alu, and istif'al is the command. Istif'ala is the masdar. So this is the one that we are familiar with. Maybe this will help us a little bit. Yes, istighfara, yastaghfiru, istaghfir. Oh, yastaghfir. This should be fa.
Correct.
Oh, this is wrong then.
Which one? Istaf'ala, yastaf'ilu. Yeah, the ain gets a kasra.
So this is kasra. Yeah.
Also the amr also istaf'il, right? Istaghfir.
Steady. Here we go. Yeah, istaf'il. Yastaf'il. Yeah. Tif'a, then it changes. Okay. So istaghfara, yastaghfiru, istaghfir, istighfara. Okay, alhamdulillah. So that means this is right, but this one changes. Okay. Istakhraja, yastakhriju, istakhrij, istikhrajan. Okay. Istahdama, yastakhdimu, istahdim, istikhdaman. All right, alhamdulillah. Okay. Now let's look at the ones with weak letters in it. What happens here? Usually the weak letters here is your middle letter when we look at this family. Yes, the ain. So this is something we're very familiar with. Istaqama, yastaqimu, istaqim, istiqama. Yes, this one has a tamabuta at the end. About ista'ana, then how would the masdar be?
Isti'anatan.
Isti'anatan, yes. And if it's istaqala, what about this, Sister Nazma?
Istiqalatan.
Istiqalatan. So nothing difficult about that. Then we have istitala, yes. This would be istitalatan. Okay. Right. Now, things that we're not so familiar with. Okay, these are Sudasi, but we don't come across them that often, but they are there in the Quran. Yes. Now, does this ring a bell? If anlal, if alalla, if awala, if alla, istaf'ala, this one we know. Yes, these are the ones that I think we are not so familiar with. Yeah, if alla. So when it is like this, yes, then the fi'il comes with a kasrah. The masdar fi'il come with a masdar fi'il. The masdar will come with a kasrah on the third letter and an additional alif on the last but one letter. Yes, this was the pattern that they are saying to us. So for these af'ala patterns, the rule for the masdar is like for the patterns before. That is, it comes with a kasra on the third letter and an alif before the last letter. Yeah, so if this is if an la, then it becomes 1, 2, 3. If in la. Yes, if in la. So this is something like this. If in la. If in, yes.
This if and lala is a fi'il, is it?
Yes, this is the madi. Yeah,
for which pattern is that? Which family?
With the 6, we have not learned this in any of the families. These are new. This is absolutely new.
Okay.
That's why it's Sudasi. Yes, 6 letters.
So they have,
the only 6-letter family that we know is family 10.
So this has how many root letters? If
it's still fa, ain, lam. The additional is alif and nun, but it has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 root letters.
Root letters. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think new, all 5. Yeah, that is root letters. In this case, 1, 2. 1, 2, 2. This is quite different. Usually, there should only be one ain, but I think maybe the ain is the additional letter here. But I don't know which ain. Whether this is probably this is the additional ain, and this is the root letters. There is one example which we'll come to. This one in the Quran. If awala, and some books call this as pattern number 12, family 12.
Is tauqada? Is it like that?
Sorry, is tauqada. Okay. So maybe
no, that is family 10.
Family 10. That is alif sinta, right? So no. This one is, if I'm not mistaken, the one that means content. What is it?
Mutma'inna, itmi'nan.
Mim or ta? What are the root letters?
Ta.
Ta, mim.
Hamza nun.
Ta, mim, hamza nun, something like that.
Tama'nina. Tama'nina, itmi'nan. Is it?
Wait, let me see the example here.
The waw stays there? I mean, for all the fi'il?
The waw sometimes changes. In this case, it did change. This one, mutma'inna.
Yes, mutma'inna.
So, and it also comes in the other form with the hamza. Okay. Where were we? Yeah. So these are new patterns which we are not so familiar with. Yeah. If in la, the same, third letter has a kasra, and the last letter before the last letter will take on an alif. Yeah. So kasra, alif, kasra, alif. Yeah. Kasra, alif. And this one we saw just now. Kasra. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Alif. Kasra and then
alif. Yeah, istif'ala. So this is the pattern for Sudasi. So we're going to do the exercise. The thing is, I'm going to show you the verse, and you just tell me where is this
Masdar.
Yeah, well, not necessarily, it's not all the time Masdar, but where's the one that is not the normal Sulasi, not the normal 3 root letters.
Okay.
So the first one, I'll give to Sister Nazma because this is easy, so she should know this.
فمن زحزح عن النار وأدخل الجنة فقد فاز. is that a rubu here?
Yes,
Zuhziha.
Zuhzi. Yes, Zuhziha.
Uh,
Zuhziha. Yes, you're correct.
yeah.
This one. But what do you think this is? This is a fi'il madi or?
That would be fi'il. Yeah, fi'il
Yeah, it is
madi.
a madi. Yes, it's a madi here. Okay, so he
Madi
is
majhul, right?
drawn.
Yeah,
Who
it's
is
madi.
drawn away? You're right. It's majhul. Who
Majhul,
is
yeah.
drawn? Who draws him away?
Majhul.
We don't know. The doer we don't know. So it's majhul. He who is drawn away from the fire and admitted to paradise has won. Yeah, faqad faz. Faz is to win. Okay, now this is the one that we saw just now, so we know it's there. So we won't do that. But what form do you think this word is? This is a masdar, I think. Yeah. What do you think?
Because it's the double tan. The tan means masdar.
Aminatan.
It's masdar because starting with the mu.
So okay. So maybe what it is maf'ul, or is it a fa'il?
Fa'il, I think, because وَضَرَبَ اللَّهُ مَثَلًا قَرْيَةً كَانَتْ آمِنَةً مُطْمَئِنَّةً. So
Mutma'innatan. Okay. You're right. Yeah, because it's that. Because that's why I was wondering whether the meme is the extra one or not. Because I don't. But usually the beginning is not the root letter, right?
Yeah,
Normally it's not.
The root letter I think is ta, mim, hamza, nun.
Oh, mim,
I think it
hamza.
is in fa'il.
Because of the in?
Mu and kasra on the
in. Okay. Yeah. All right. But usually most of the, how do you say, not the root letters, right? I think they do start with the mu. Yeah, I think, yeah. That's what I saw in our access textbook.
You mean the masdar starts with the mu?
Because, oh no, sorry, the masdar, the maf'ul and the
same maf'ul.
Sorry, yeah.
It's
not the masdar.
It's maf'ul.
I think this one was in our.
The meaning, we can see the meaning, and then maybe we can see whether it's
the meaning that I was thinking of it as being I was thinking of it of being masdar because of the meaning, but then
the city which was safe.
City which was safe. But you pointed out, yes, correctly, it should be
one which is safe, right? So mutma'in,
which in the one being safe, is it? The one being safe. The tamabuta is because it's a city, so that's why it's a feminine.
Karya, following the karya.
Let me check the page. It's page. If you can go back when you have your time, you can have a look at the advanced Sarf and grammar. The textbook access to program, page 165. So you will see that the pattern for the if it has a maf'ul and a fa'il, it will start with the mu. It will start with
access to, is it?
Yeah, access to the access to.
Is this?
Sorry.
Is Aminatan mutma'innatan mawsuf sifah?
It looks like a mawsuf sifah, yes, but the way it's written is which was safe and secure. That one, I'm just wondering. It is the sifah of qaryatan, aminatan, and mutmatan. A city which was safe, a safe city and a secure city. Yeah, so how it's the structure of the thing is like that. But not to each other. This is a classic case of Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Yeah, where Allah is actually the sifah of Allah. But not Ar-Rahman is not the sifah of Ar-Rahim. Yes, it's like that.
Okay.
165. 165.
Yeah, access to book, the second volume, the advanced.
My book only up to 15.
Oh dear. Access to program, is that the textbook? What year? Yeah. Did you do it in my same group?
No, access 2 should be same, because only my access 1 I did the intensive, right? So that is different. Access 2 should be same. That is Baina access 2 program, advanced Sarf and grammar. It's up to 152.
It's chapter 7. It's called Rubai Mazid Fi and Rubai Mujarrad. Do you have that title?
165.
Chapter 7. That's in my textbook. I can give you a shot of it. Mine is the second edition.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, mine too. Second edition.
Why is
Chapter
it missing?
7. Okay. Rubai Mujarrad, Rubai Mazid Fi. You said 165, right?
Oh, it's different page, is it? Different numbering.
Yeah, mine is under 138.
Ah,
Chapter
okay.
7.
Oh, all right.
Chapter 7 is in page 138.
That's very,
The
very.
last one, right? I think advanced grammar, additional topics, and indices. Chapter 7, until chapter 11. Okay, which one? Under which one, Sister Zuraida?
Rubai, you look at the tables that they gave. So you can see
First
that the
one.
isim maf'ul and the isim fa'il starts with the mu. Do you have this, Sister Nazma? No, you don't.
Access book.
Where is this one?
No.
No, yeah. The problem is we want to share pun tak boleh because they already say do not copy. So that's the
Yeah.
problem.
You mean the 7.2 Rubai Mujarrad, under that bab
Yeah.
fa'ala?
Yeah. So you see
Okay.
fahuwa mufa'lilun. Fahuwa mufa'lalun. Yeah. It starts with the
Yeah,
mu.
that is the isim fa'il, right?
Fa'il and maf'ul. And then you see 7.3b. This is what we're looking at. If
7.3.
illala fahuwa muf'alilun. Yeah. But because it is no passive, we don't have the maf'ul.
So muf'alilun, is it what we are looking at?
Muf'alilun. It looks like that pattern, but it has a tamma
Yeah.
buddha. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I think it's isim fa'il.
Yeah. So yeah, it
Right?
is a city which is safe. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
isim fa'il. Yeah, there's no passive for this family.
there's no
Right?
maf'ul.
Okay.
So what about this one?
Which one?
This one, sister BV does this. Which one, sister BV?
فَإِنْ أَصَابَهُ خَيْرٌ itma'anna bihi itma'anna.
Itma'anna. Okay,
So
itma'anna.
if lalla.
Yes. Where did we? That's which pattern did we look at just now? Hold on.
If alalla.
This one, right? If alana. Yep. This one.
This one.
Yeah.
If alalla.
So we know it's a madhi probably. Yeah. Is it a madhi? Let's have a look. Does it make sense for it to be a madhi? Khairun. Yeah, he is reassured by it. Yeah. If it is touched by good, he is reassured. So this is a fi'il. Alhamdulillah. And the next one. Yes, back again, Sister Nazma. Which one do you think this is?
Taqsha'iru.
Yeah. Taqsha'iru. Which pattern was this, do you think? Which are the root letters first? This is additional.
Sya'ara.
Yeah. So this one, to shiver, if I'm not mistaken, the meaning.
Is it for root letter here?
Yeah. Kaf, shin, ain, and ra.
And ra. So the
ta
4
is
plus 1.
additional. This is additional. Taqsha'iru. Do we have a pattern like that? Let's see. Can you just remember that? And we switch back to the other slide. There's nothing here. Maybe earlier on. The Sudasi, is it?
Sudasi, is it?
Nope, there is nothing here.
Isn't it Khomasi?
This no, this is not it either.
Then
What was the doubling just now? We had a doubling of the letters, right? Taqsha'iru, the last letter is doubled. The lam kalimah is doubled. We saw this somehow. Is it like almost like the color thing, but not? It has a
color, right?
It looks like a color pattern, but there's 4 root letters instead of 3. Yeah. So this may be a pattern that we have not seen. Okay. This is what 3923. 2923. Maybe what I can do is let's just switch to Can you remember? Kaf. Shall we take? We take kaf as the root letter, right? What is the second root letter?
Shin.
Shin.
Shin Ain Ra.
It's not here, is it? Shin. Sometimes they don't give it, so that's why. So let's have a look at what's the verse again? 39. Yeah.
Az-Zumar. Yeah, Az-Zumar.
Sometimes Quran.com doesn't give it as
Yeah.
can you see this clearly, or is it very tiny? Okay,
Yeah. Yes.
this one. So it's form 4. How is it form 4?
Five.
5. Third
The
person.
V is verb. The V is verb.
Okay.
This one. This is form
Form
4. So I was
4.
thinking, how's this form 4?
Form 4 is Aslama, is it? No.
Yeah. Aslama.
Aslama.
It says takliman. Doesn't make sense. But it doesn't seem to be.
This is 5.
Yeah, because it says it's
5.
quadrilateral. Kaf, Shin, Ain, and Ra, right? Huh? It does say it's Kaf, Shin, Ain, and Ra, so it cannot be family 4. Family 4 is only meant for Sulasi. So I think there's an error here.
Surah Zumar, is it?
Yes, in Az-Zumar. So never mind.
No wonder I don't know.
No wonder all of us don't know. Okay.
Kaf, Shin, Ain, Ra, root. Okay, and then verb form 1 here. In the application, you know, the one word to word, is it? Verb form 1, perfect tense is iksha'arra yakshairu.
For family 1?
Yeah. It says family 1.
Oh, I think family 1 for the rubai probably. Yeah, the
Maybe,
4.
yeah,
Probably.
Sha'arra,
And
yakshairu.
that means, okay, if that's the case, okay, I have another resource here. Let's see whether we can.
Daraba, maybe. Daraba yadribu.
What do we call it? I can't remember if we want to look at it. What is... Have you seen the Wikipedia on this
The
one?
Wikipedia, yeah, that's right.
Maybe it's on that one. Let me try and get the link and then we show.
Let me try the Quran Hive and see.
Can you remember the pattern again for me, please? When I switch on, I can't see. Okay, so what do you think? Make a guess. You said it was a family 1, so maybe after the 10, this one. Let's have a look. Can I make it bigger for you guys? So this is the normal ist. Nope, it doesn't look like that. It does not look like this. There's a shadda at the end, right? Is if'ala?
Yeah. This have, but without the alif, this doesn't have the alif.
It has to have a
But
ta in
the
front,
shadda
right?
is there.
Is the ta actually, is it because it's a noun, there's a ta in front, or no? No, the pattern itself is ta.
Okay. It says inka'ara. Inka'ara. 7.
Infa, infa'ara, something like that lah. Yeah.
Qaf Ain Ra. Qaf Ain Ra is Quran Hive. To dig deep, descend, sink, reach the bottom.
The additional letters are alif nun. Is it that you say? No.
That's what it says. Inka'ara. Yankairu. But then this
it's
is like
tak sya'iru, yeah. This is tak sya'iru. The ta there, is that ta an additional letter, or is that, you know, part of our madi? Oh no, this is not madi. This is mudari, right? Mudari. Is this the ta that is for
Mudaris?
mudari that begins with a ta?
You anta.
Anta, is it? Anta.
Anta. Maybe can check the meaning. Oh,
The
no, the meaning
skin,
is
the
Is it you
skins shiver. The skins shiver. So the fa'il is julud. Julud. Okay. Taqsha'iru. Taqsha'iru.
so
So the skins shiver. No, here.
Yeah, shiver.
it should be here.
Taqsha'iru, here, right?
Yeah.
Taqsha'iru. So
Yeah.
it's here, but of the you're saying iktarab or something like that. Is it that sort of family? If this one is it?
Then we
If alaqa, would this be it? This one. Do you think it could be?
yeah, I think so.
If alaqa,
There's a
So-
shadda on the qaf.
there is a
Yeah.
shadda on the qaf.
Alaqa.
Yeah, that means there is a shadda. If
Mhm.
alaqa is the past tense, this is yaf'aliku. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Yes, correct.
All right. So
What
is
is
this
this?
strange
Yeah.
family called family form 14?
14.
Kaf.
14 Q
14?
somehow. I'm
Alif.
not sure what the Q is. What's the Q for actually?
It's 4, right?
For Q. Oh yeah, so family 4.
Oh, sorry,
but with
family
Q.
4Q. I see.
Maybe quad 4.
I see.
Yeah,
I
quad,
see.
yeah.
What? The root letters of
The quadrilateral root
yeah, like family
thing.
3.
So this is family
Because-
4, correct?
yeah.
But for the quadrilateral.
4 root letter.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so we did that today. Alhamdulillah. So then,
Oh, that can change,
Okay.
yeah, because family 4, the mudari will be dhamma, right? You. Aslama yuslimu.
this is
But here it's not.
taksha'iru.
Mm.
Taksha'iru. Okay, these are patterns that we are learning, inshallah. So here we are. The skin shiver therefrom of those who fear the Lord. But not only the person is shivering, but their skins are shivering as well. Subhanallah. This is another easy one for Sister Nazma. Which one is this? Is my screen seeing being shared?
Tawaswisu.
Tawaswisu, alhamdulillah.
Tawaswisu.
This is his soul whispers. Yeah, nafsuhu. Nafsu is his our fa'il. What about this? This one also, I think, Sister, no problem for you, Sister Bibi.
Let me try. Afala ya'lamu idha bu'thira ma fil qubur bu'thira.
Yes, buksira.
And it is the majhul, I guess. Majhul, madi majhul.
He does not know, la ya'lam, what when the contents of the grave are scattered. So this is scattered. Yeah, so this is majhul.
Yeah.
The contents of the graves are being scattered. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Well, we have another 20 minutes to finish the class. See, but never mind. The journey here is to learn something, right? So yeah, we now learn what the Q stands for, which I should have known. Q is quad. All right. So now we go to Masdar Sulasi. Yeah, we always tell ourselves this. These were the points that we said when we talked about Masdars. There's no rule, okay? No pattern. We need to look at the dictionary. Yes.
Oh, the family one, right? You're talking about?
Yes, family one.
Yeah.
Sulasi Mujarrad. So whatever rule that may have been established is based on what is usually seen, not what is always seen. Aghlab is majority most of the time. Yeah, aghlab is the majority. Aghlabun. So, but we will see some of the patterns just on the next slide when I say later. Okay. So for a fi'il that is muta'addi, what's a muta'addi fi'il again?
Muta'addis. Fi'il which can take maf'ul bihi.
Yes, exactly. So it can take a maf'ul bihi. So when we have this sort of fi'il, muta'addi, yes, then usually we will see, not all the time, the masdar as fa'lun or fa'lan. Yeah. So hamidu alhamd. Yes, hamdun. So this is the pattern. Akila aklun or aklan. Yeah, depends on whether you want to take mansub or marfu. But this is akila is to eat, right? If I'm not mistaken. Hamidah is to exalt or praise. So you will see this usually.
Is qawlan in the same pattern?
Qawlan, yeah, because it's kaf waw lam, right? But you would, are we talking about qala here? But the root letters are kaf waw lam,
Qaf.
yeah. Because the meaning is
Okay.
different, right? It doesn't mean to talk. It doesn't mean to say. I can't remember what the meaning was. We did this last week, right? There's another meaning to it. And here we talk about when the ain kalimah, when it's lazim. Sorry, when the fi'il is lazim, that means it cannot take maf'ul bihi. Yeah, it cannot take maf'ul bihi. So in this case, you only have the fi'il and the fa'il. We don't have a maf'ul bihi for this sort of verb. And if it has this pattern, fa'a, yeah, fa'al, fa'alu. So like this, asifa, yeah, asifa. Asifa is, what is asifa? To be sorry, right? Asif. Yes.
Be sad. Right?
Asif is to be sorry. Asifa.
Sorry.
Ta'iba is to be tired. Yeah. So that's why you cannot take maf'ul bihi. Yes, I am sorry. You don't say I'm, you can't take a maf'ul bihi. Sorry, cannot take a maf'ul bihi. Yes. So I'm tired. It's something that the fi'il and the fa'il only. There's no maf'ul. Yeah. So the same say. Ta'iba is to be tired. Yeah. All right. So
I cannot tired you.
Yes, I can tired you. I like that. I think if you listen to me long enough, I can tired you. So here's maftuha. When that just now was when it was kasrah, right? The ain kalima was kasrah, asif just now, right? For example. So when it is maftuha, like sajada, yes, as-sujud, haraja, akhuruj, yeah, dahala, dukhul. So this is going out, this is coming in. Yes, you know that.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah. So then the wazn is fa'ul. Yeah, fa'ul. Then if it's mu'tal, there's a weak letter in the middle. Yes. Then you have the choice of the first one we saw just now and fi'ala. So we see this here. Soma, saum, siyam. Yeah, so we have a choice of waw or changing it to ya. Qama, qiyam. But we don't have, how do you spell it? Kaf, waw, alif, nun. We don't have. Qawam, we don't have. We just have qiyam. We don't see it with a waw. Yeah, and then nama, naum, but you don't really see it with a ya. It is spelled differently, if I'm not mistaken, with the ya. Nama, naum. Can you have a look at the Hans and Wer, Sister Bibi, the nama, naum? I think it's spelled differently. It doesn't, you have to have a alif, if I'm not mistaken, if you have a ya.
Check. Nun, it's
Nun, waw, mim.
Nun, waw, mim.
So
Wow, mim is nama, and then
naum. This one we know, yes.
Naum, yeah, naum.
But the one with the ya will be niyam. The pattern is something like that.
There's another one, nun ya also.
Yeah, Masdar. Is there a Masdar with ya?
Oh, you mean the Masdar? Okay, I thought the root letter is ya. No.
Oh, no.
Okay. So nun waw mim. Okay.
Or should I bring that?
Niyam, yes, niyam.
Niyam.
Niyam, yes.
Okay.
Naum and then niyam.
How do we spell the niyam?
Nun kasra ya alif with mim.
Mim. Okay. So there is a pattern. I wonder why because my Ustad did not put it in, and usually he does not put it in because it does not exist. Because in this case, if we put a waw, yes, al-qawum is no longer, it doesn't mean standing anymore. Yes, it will mean kaum.
People.
So that's why when he didn't put the ya, I was thinking maybe because the meaning has changed. So that's why I was wondering why. But never mind, inshallah. If I find something on this later, I will share it with you. Why he didn't put the other pattern. Yeah. Oh, nawam. Maybe that's what he meant, right? This one is this pattern. Yeah. But maybe the how do you say, nun, wow, alif, ma doesn't exist. Yeah. Maybe that's what's going on here. That's why he did not put it. He only put this noun. Know what I mean? If there is no niwam or something like niwam, nun, wow, alif, mim. Maybe there's no nun, alif, wow. Nun, sorry. Nun, wow, alif, mim. Nun, wow, alif, mim does not exist. Maybe that's why he did not put it there. But in this case, it was qayyam. Okay. All right. Now we look at when we have a madmumah in the ain. Okay. Dhamma. Shaju'ah. Just now we saw kasrah, fathah. Now this is dhamma. So what's the pattern? Shaja'ah. Yeah, or fu'ula. So it depends. We have to look. You still have to look at the dictionary, but these are the known patterns. Sahula, suhula. Yeah.
So this is like karma.
Karuma. How does karma? Karama. Yeah. Sa'uba, su'uba. So karuma, karuma. Yeah. Okay. Kuruma. Sorry. Alhamdulillah. Kuruma. I don't have it there. Okay. So now there are also masdars for the three-letter words, right? The three-letter words that are based on the meaning. Okay, the meaning gives you a pattern. So what do we mean by this? So this is a method, yes, where we draw something from the meaning. Yeah, ta'atamidu is to obtain something or base something on the meaning. Of course, imat, this comes from the imat, which is something that supports, right? So we base the meaning, the pattern on the meaning. So sometimes we can guess the masdar if we know the meaning, okay? So for example, if we know that it is something to do with hirfa. Hirfa is things that you do with your hands, okay? Work that you do with your hands. When you use your creativity with your hands. Yep. When you say that a man is good with his hands, that means he's good at doing usually DIY work, right? Do it yourself. So work or profession, hirfah, that uses hands. This is hirfah. So here I have 3 examples. Najara, zara'a, haka. This is all your madin. Yes. And these are your masdars. So I will put this later on. Najara, do we know? Anybody know what najara is? By any chance? Anything here that looks familiar? No.
Zara'a. Maybe zara'a.
Okay, zira'a. What do you think this is?
It's like zara'a is the plants, right? Something
yes.
to do with the plants.
Correct. So this is to plant. Okay, this is to work with wood. Yeah, with wood. And haka is to do with needlework. Okay. So nijara is actually carpenter, the name of the carpenter. And then zira'a, as you say, something to do with plants. Yes. So some people translate this as agriculture. The field of planting. You know. Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. All right.
Zar'un,
something like that. Let's see. You want to have? Let's just have a look at. I go out again. So dictionary. What are the letters? Where are you? Okay.
Zai, Ra.
Okay. And where are we? So tiny, this one. I can't see. Oh, Sister Nazma, your eyesight better? I missed it. Here it is, right?
Zoom it.
Yeah, I should expand it. What am I doing? There you go.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
Better
that's
now.
the one.
Zar'un, Zar'un, yes.
Zar'un.
Zar'un also.
Noun, yeah. The sowers, the ones who plant.
Cultivation.
Al-zara, yeah. There's a Masdar here. Zar'un. Zar'in, yes. Cultivation. Yeah. Okay.
Zar'un cultivation.
So, but we had ours with a Dhamma Buddha at the end. So that pattern is not here, except maybe here. But this is not, this is a verb, right? That's when we, yeah, there's no one here with a Dhamma Buddha.
I think that's this one.
Excuse me.
Nazra. No.
Okay, let me
It's like
start
kind of-
again. Begin again. Bismillah. Oh, from the beginning. Why am I doing that? Okay, right. I want to start all over again. Okay, so this is what we saw here. Oh no, that's the patterns. Nope, wrong slide. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Patterns from meaning. Yeah, yeah. So carpenter, carpentry, cultivation or agriculture, and here is, or this would be your tailor. Yeah, the tailor we called it hai. Yeah, the tailors we call them hai. So hiyaka is something to do with needlework or sewing. What else do we call it? In English, what would we call things on needlework? Is there a name for it? Term for it?
Needlework. Needlework.
Needlework. Okay. Now, then when the meaning is something to do with something that is not settled, okay, something that is not settled, something that's disturbed. So what do I mean by this? Torabin. Torab. This is actually originally a ta. Yes, it's become a to. Yeah. This one. So then the pattern will become like this. Fa'alani. Yeah, fa'alani. Strange, can? With the kasra. So with the meaning of being unsettled, so something like birds flying. Yes, one. And the other one is yeah, this one is because of the ala, yeah. And this one is when it's marfu. Qala al-ghayan. Ghalayan. Yeah. Ghala means to be, what is ghala? Like, how do you say, boiling? Blah, 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 you know, bubbling. So that's why they put it under this term, ittarab. Okay, then we have flying, but I'm not sure why fly. Maybe fly, you go zoom here, zoom there. I have no idea. But we know
Not
this
in one
word
place.
fly. Yeah, we see this, the birds. The birds also are called this, right? Then we have things that, this one in sickness, you know this, yes, the word marid. So usually with verbs that are associated with not feeling well, yes, then we have this pattern, fa'al. Just now was fa'alan. Yeah, this one is fa'al. So sa'ala is when what I did just now, I was coughing. Yeah, su'al. Atasa, this is touch. This is what I do often as well when I see a cat. So this is sneezing. And dara is actually to feel dizzy. And duar is what we call vertigo. Yeah, duar is the Arabic version of vertigo, when you feel dizzy. Yeah. So to cough, sa'ala, to sneeze, atasa, and to be dizzy, dara. Yeah. Okay, alhamdulillah. So the pattern of the Masdars are here. All right. And verbs that are related to the sound or the voice. So we have this pattern for an, fa'il. So saraha is to scream. We see this often. Yes, this is when Allah's punishment falls on people, right? Normally we associate this saraha, to scream. So it becomes surah, surahan or surahun, yeah? The act of screaming. Awa, to howl. Iwa. Have you seen this in the Quran? Yes, I think, right? Wow. Then sahala and sahil, the sound of a horse. Yes, I think you know that sound. That how I cannot make the sound. Something like that. Oh, mashallah, Sister Nazma.
Yeah.
Sister Nazma
That
stays
sounds
in the in UL. You have a farm, isn't it? So yes. Okay. Now
No,
we know we.
it's my nephew.
Oh, I see. She likes to say that.
Yeah.
So now you know you have to give her a new name. You know, Sahil. Okay.
Yeah, Sahih.
So Zara, this is the roar of a lion. Remember we learned that there were 60 meanings to the word lion. Was it? Oh no, was that in on this class or in the Balara class? There were 60 names to the word lion. I was going like, wow.
Yeah, last week I think you mentioned about the
Okay.
60
So we
names.
still were doing it. So that was really something else. I don't know how they do it. Okay.
Can I ask one question?
Yes.
When we see patterns from meaning, does it mean that when we see pattern, we can guess the meaning, or when we see meaning, we guess the pattern of the Masdar?
Oh, when we see the meaning, we can guess the pattern of the Masdar. So if we know it's something to do with colors, for example, then most likely the Masdar would be fo'la. Yes, in this case. So verbs that denotes a color, verb. Not good English, yeah. Let me correct you. I don't know. I kalau English ni kena correct. This is all because of my cikgu lah. She was so particular. Sometimes, when you get a good teacher, right? You really, it's really a blessing to get a good teacher. So we always say Alhamdulillah. Okay. So this one is Hamira, to become red, or to be red, in the face maybe. Yes. So then the color or the Masdar would be Humra. So here we have Zarika, to become blue. Zurqa. I would like this. I like this. I like color blue. Okay, so you can almost guess what it is when you know it's something that is to do with colors. So something to do with defects. Okay. Tadulu. This is actually a shada. Tadulu. It shouldn't be tadulu. It should be tadulu. Oh, Arabic, I can let it go. No. Arabic also must correct. Sister Bibi. Okay. Tadulu. Okay. Must be fair to everything. Inshallah. Try to be fair to everybody, but sometimes no. That's a challenge in life, isn't it? Trying to be fair to everyone.
Please, everyone.
Okay, likely I didn't put any harakah there, so I don't need to correct. So this is for things that are defects. Yes, so we have Amia, yes, to be blind. So we know this. Ama, yes. Arija is actually to have one leg longer than the other, or when you limp. Yes, when you limp. Yes, Arija. To limp is also another meaning. Awira, when you have only one eye. Maybe you had an injury, someone stabbed you in one eye, now you can't see anymore. So this is slightly different from being blind. Yes, maybe you have lost the function of one, but the other eye is there. Subhanallah. Okay. Then mu'allaja. What is mu'allaja? Can we guess? Mu'allaja. Even from the word also you can get the vibes. Mu'allaja. So this is to do something with effort. Okay, to do something with effort. So the Masdar would be something like fu'ul. So Sa'idah, to go up a hill. Yes, to go up a hill. So this should be also a shadda here.
Ada, right?
Yeah.
Ada or Sa'ida?
Sa'ida,
is it? So,
yes, so I think we've seen this somewhere in the Quran as well, because it sounds familiar.
Suratul Kahf also, right?
Okay, no wonder. We've been doing it for so long. As-Su'ud, yes, As-Su'ud or Su'udan, if we want to use without the alif.
Yeah, I'm حسبت أن أصحاب الكهف. No. Before that, about the ard, right? Allah says about the ard.
About the earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will make it into, after beautifying it, we'll make it into.
Okay.
That one.
Juruza.
Yeah.
Juruza meaning?
let me
Make
go
it flat, I think.
Yeah.
Make it flat.
Okay.
Okay. Also not quite doing something with effort, or does that have the meaning?
Hold on. I'm looking at the
The ayat. Okay. So while you're looking at that, the other one is if it is something to do with something that is set. Oh, sorry. You found it?
Sa'idan Juruza.
Sa'idan Juruza. Okay. Sa'idan.
ayat number 8. Wa inna laja'iluna ma 'alayha sa'idan juruza.
Juruza, yeah.
Barren ground.
So
Make it very Sa'idan Juruza.
ayat number?
Number 5, sorry.
5.
8, sorry. 8.
8, yeah.
Okay. 8. Sa'idan. Yeah. Into a
Sa'idan,
barren.
here
Sa'idan.
the meaning, it says soil. You said what, sister Zuraida?
Sa'idan. Mine was Sa'ida. It was Su'ud. Su'ud, maybe it's another one. Maybe let's see. Maybe there's more than one
another
Masdar.
meaning. Maybe,
Let's see. Yeah. Sod. This one is with Sod, Ain, and Dal, right? Sod, Ain, and Dal. Is the Hanswell big enough? And then, can you see that? Yes, Sa'ida is to rise, to go up, to lift. Yes, as what he said. So to make it difficult, something hard. And the other Sa'id, Su'ud. Here, Sa'id. Oh, highland, upland, plateau.
Masdar.
So this is another isim. I'm not sure what would, but the one that we were looking at is Su'ud, which is the steep hill. Yes, but this is Sa'id. Maybe not sure, because sometimes it seems a Masdar is Masdar. It can be another type of Masdar, or it can be an isim that we have no name yet.
I think maybe this is the word which brings two meanings, opposite meanings. Looks like that, right? Highland and also a level plain.
Here, common level on equal footing. Sa'id. Yeah. Okay.
Both the meanings are here.
What do we call this sort of words? There's a term for this actually.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, that's the problem. Okay. We do forget, but we know it exists. Alhamdulillah. At least we know it exists. So that's better than nothing. Okay, so the other one is to mean sabit. Sabit, to mean something that is not going to change. Firm, right?
Firm.
Static is just there. It has to be really firm.
Sabit qalbi. Okay.
Yes. With the meaning of something that does not change. Okay, that does not change. So here, now this one, in my notes, it was maliha. But I could only find malaha and maluha in the dictionary. And then I wanted to, maybe it's a spelling mistake. But then the second one, yabisa, because when he gives examples, he will also give the same one, you see. So I leave it as with a kasrah, yes, maliha. But if you do come across just maluha and malaha, I just have to, I trust that my ustad knows Arabic better than we also. Is it?
It's here in the dictionary, malaha.
Maluha, but not maliha. That's the problem.
And then it says malaha yamluhu and also malaha yamlahu. It can be either nasara yansuru and also fataha yaftahu. Maluha yamluhu also. There is. Oh, you mean maliha?
Maliha is not there. So that's why. But the meaning is that to become salty. Yeah, in this case, that it becomes salty, that last. And the Arabs, I was told, when you preserve things with salt, yeah, that's where it comes in. Yeah, maluha. Yeah, when you preserve something. So it is salty, and then it makes things last. Yeah, so to become salty, which lasts. So muluha. Then there's yabisa. Yabisa, when you like mud. When it becomes dry, it becomes hard. And so it's not going to change anymore.
This is in the Quran, yes.
Okay.
Yabis, something about the leaves, I think. The dry leaves.
Yabis. Leaves. Oh, this is interesting. I thought
yabis will be the dry and then dried leaves or something. I think it's in Surah. No, the ayat about the human being
Is
from
it
the
yabis?
beginning.
Is the word yabis or like this, or is it in a different form?
Which one?
The spelling.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, alif, is it?
This is
yes. I think it's the
susu.
Masdar.
Is a yabis, yabasan,
Yeah,
yabasan.
yeah.
This is a dry path.
The half
Because
letter.
the bahra, a dry path to the sea. So that's why I was saying it's more like a mud that has become dry. In the case like the base of the sea, right, is wet, right, with the base of the sea. So when that becomes dry, it becomes hard. So yabasan, this is what it means here. And the other one is in which surah? This one is not. This
I'm
one
not
is not.
sure the name.
Well, there's only 2 pages, so we can just go through. Yeah, it seems to be that only that appears.
Is it?
Here. Taha. Al-Bahra Yabasan.
Let me check.
Hmm.
I think there is about the green leaves and the dry, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Which surah? Which surah?
I'm not sure. I'll look for it. You go ahead.
Okay. No, we've come to the end actually.
Oh, okay.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, we've come to the end. And then next week, inshallah, we will start the different Masdars, the one that we talked about, Masdar Mimi, right? Actually, Sarf, advanced Sarf, quite a lot of topics. And the other one I really would like to do with you is the mushtaqs. I think you've done a bit with Sister Adila. You know, mushtaqs, you know, the mubalarah, sifa mubalarah and things like that. And then the one that I really want to do is the tasghir. How have you done tasghir with Sister Adila?
It's the minute, the small one, right?
Yes. How, like my name, according to her, my name Zuraida. It's a tasghir. But of what was the original though? That's the part I don't know.
Okay, if it is Umair, Umar is Umair.
So
Zuraida will be Zurad. Zurad.
Zurad.
Zurad. Yeah.
Okay.
Zurad.
All right. So this one, I think, Sister Nazma, you have not done this, yes, because you don't join Sister Adila's class, but you're here with us on Saturday. So I would like to ask both of you, would you like a break from Saf and go into Nahu back again, and then we come back, or do you want to finish Saf altogether, and then only we go back to Nahu? The topics that we will cover is the different type of Masdars, the ones that nothing to do with the family, okay, they're independent. And you know that Masdar is a word from which you don't derive it from anywhere, but you derive words from it. Yes, that's Masdar. Then the mushtaqs are the words that you derive, it is derived. Yes, the words that are derived from fi'ils. And then the tasghir are really isms that you make tiny. Yes, I think like Sister Bisbi explain. Yes, the one that I like is like Anas. Anas is the name, the proper name. Unais is little Anas, right? Just like Hassan and Hussein.
Hussein,
yeah. Hassan is big, Hussein is the little Hussein, little Hassan. Yes, so that's tasghir. You know, how to make tasghir. So these are the 3 other things that I want to cover in Sarf. So
is it same like Maria, Marium?
Mariam?
Nope, I
Marium?
don't think so.
No, different.
No. It's always like Fu'ail, the pattern of Fu'ailun.
Oh, okay. Because I noticed that Arabs always add the name, like Jamla become Jamlu or something. Maria, Marium.
Slightly different. It doesn't quite sound like a Tasghir pattern. Yes, more like that.
Okay.
Okay, so if we want to continue with Sarf, then I'll continue with Sarf. And then once we finish everything, then we'll sambung balik our Nahu. So what do you think?
I'm okay with anything.
You're okay with anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Whichever you think would be better for us.
Okay,
Finish
inshallah.
the Masdar so that we complete the whole topic.
At least the Masdar.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, inshallah. Yes, alhamdulillah. All right.
Okay.
Okay, then, subhanallah wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Yeah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, ladies.
Jazakallah khairan.
Jazakallah
Amin.
khairan.
Amin wa iyyakum. Alhamdulillah.